Good morning. Sunday the 22nd of July 2012, Stone High Street. Early in the morning, the early bird catches the worm. Sorry about the picture quality. I think the sound is okay. Now, what have I learnt then? I know nothing. This is the beginning of wisdom. To know that you know nothing, except that I love God through Christ. Everything else is nothing. So the conclusion of the matter at the end of the Old Testament book of Ecclesiastes is all the worldly stuff is nothing. Ultimately, we are all going to die. But, as my mother would say, enjoy this minute. So, here we are. Finally, it looks like England may have something almost approaching summer, but, we'll see. What have I learnt in my 3 years of holy poverty? Close to, but not really. But certainly not living in material plenty. Well, that God provides what I need when I need it. Beautifully. So, it's a very powerful internal journey of faith. Faith is being sure of what we hope for and certain of what we do not see. Dear, I'm the human being, man. Right, back in England, I want to speak about the state religion, but not from here. From here, in a nutshell, the titular head of the Church of England is the Queen. Now, as a personal, individual human being, I'm sure she's a lovely old thing. Does a jolly good job. Except that she's the head of the state, my country, England, Britain, and the head of the army. Now, I am a Christian. I love God through Christ. From the depths of my soul, I am a Christian. And the moment, if I say that and then kill someone, or even try to think of harming physically anyone, then I'm a hypocrite. So here I am back in England, back on the same old subject. It tortures me. It's a cross. Where do people go to gather together when two or more are gathered together in my name? There I am also. That's why churches exist. We all have this innate longing for something greater than ourselves. Christ has come to fill that vacuum. He's come to fill that vacuum. Nature abhors a vacuum. With the love of God through Christ in our souls, we can move mountains, and Christ is speaking of the mountains in people's hearts that people build up. With God's transforming power, poof, it just disappears. This is an island nation. Through the centuries, our history, our traditions are built up on this. Kill or be killed. It's part of our culture, our heritage. I'm saying I'm a Christian, and I'm saying utterly, totally, completely, no. You cannot call yourself a Christian and in any way, shape or form support any physical violence. Certainly oppose evil. Find a way. I wasn't around, obviously, in the Second World War. Therefore, I don't know what I would or wouldn't have done at that time. I certainly was very much around throughout the war, the Second War in Iraq, to which I am utterly, totally, completely opposed. It was false. It was wrong. It is evil what we, the West, have done to maintain our material well-being, and it is going to come and bite us in the bum. There's no doubt about it. The figure I have in my head is over 1 million people died, innocent people died. You see, there's this. In every village, town, city, throughout the land, there are these memorials. Those who died to make our future a better place. But if part of our future is to have killed, the Second World War, certainly morally, was justifiable. That I accept. Not as a Christian, though. If the whole world were truly Christian, the Second World War would have been impossible. So that must completely, utterly point at, indicate, demonstrate just how false is our Western, what we, mankind, have made of Christianity. We purport to be Western, the Western world purports to be Christian nations. I found myself in the library looking at 1,001 sites around the world, places of outstanding beauty or interest or whatever, and so many of them are these stonking great buildings built to glorify man and not God. That's what I see. You, my Lord, put me in Rome for 16 weeks. Wonderful. I think we'll have part 2 in a minute. Rome being filled with buildings representing man's worldly power, but built on the basis of your word, my Lord. Therefore, it is false and it will fall down. Man of itself can do nothing. Mankind of itself can do nothing. It is only through you, my Lord,